I'm not here to overload you with loads of different information, to give you 100 things to fix. I just want you to understand that what you're doing may feel harder than it should. And I'm going to give you some common patterns why you may feel that it is harder for you to achieve your goals. We'll talk about why healthy often stops working as you get older, the pattern that keeps people stuck, and the three things I focus with my own clients and that actually helps them make progress. And most importantly, how this fits real life, because there's so much advice out there and you can follow it, follow one advice one week, and then you can stick to something new, and then it just doesn't fit your real life. So the point of this presentation meeting is to show you that you need to apply changes that actually fit into your real life. And at the end, I will also share a workshop only option for anyone who wants help applying this properly. You don't have to decide anything now. Just stay, listen, and see if it clicks. So, why listen to me? I'm not someone with hundreds of transformation photos on my Instagram page. I'm not here pretending I've coached 1,000 people. But the reason I talk about this is because I've lived myself a very busy, normal life with long commutes, a corporate job, kids, a shift working husband, no family nearby. My family is 2,000 miles away. I've always had to make things work in my real life, not in perfect conditions. I did lose weight. I've lost 20 kilograms in about 12 months. But I still felt very weak, very tired, and very wobbly. Probably not the best word to describe it, but I felt really soft. I thought about food constantly, like what can I eat next? I skipped meals because I was just so busy with little kids and with work and COVID and but then I just ate too much at dinner, trying to make up for that hunger. I was stressed, I was far from family, my dad was very poorly, and I couldn't do anything because I was so far away. And I was just getting through the days. And on paper, it would feel like I was doing fine, but my body wasn't fine at all. And so this is Laura, slightly different situation, but similar. So she cooked from scratch. Family meals matter to her. They always sit down and eat together. So those meals were built to feed everyone, her kids, her husband, but not really suitable for her. So she was slowly building up weight. She felt confused. She was tired of trying. She followed NHS healthy eating advice, like orange juice is one of your five a day. Special K would be fine because obviously cereal, they have a lot of vitamins added into them and because it says healthy on a packet. But again, so effort wasn't her problem. She was trying. So when I describe Laura, I want you to notice maybe any of it feels familiar, like you're trying and you're following the guidelines, like something like NHS guidelines, but you're just not getting anywhere. You're tired of trying. You haven't ignored your health, but nothing really changes. So you wait, maybe we'll all click next month or maybe after Christmas, when the life calms down. And then after a while, it probably starts feeling personal, like maybe it's you, maybe it's your genetics, or maybe it's just your body just doesn't respond to anything and it's how it's supposed to be. So maybe you stop trying. If that feels familiar, if you could drop a me in the chat, that'd be great because I've definitely been through that. Sorry if it's tricky. Trying to keep it entertaining. Thank you, Carol. Um, so these are the common mistakes I see women doing. A lot of women aren't eating rubbish. They're eating healthy versions of food. But those healthy foods mess with hunger. You eat them, you feel unsatisfied, and then end up thinking about food very soon again. And that's just how ultra processed food works, doing what it's designed to do, just keeping you buying more. Mistake number two is unbalanced meals and grazing. So if your meals aren't balanced, you are hungry again very quickly. So you snack because you just need the energy to function, to make decisions, to work, um, to walk, to look after the kids is just this just general energy requirement. But the problem is that constant snacking keeps the blood sugar and insulin high all day, and that keeps the hunger high too. So you overeat more overall during the day, but you never really feel satisfied. And mistake number three, and I love this one because a lot of women think that gym and strength is only for bodybuilders. But as we get older, we naturally lose muscle. And on my Instagram, you've probably seen I'm talking about it all the time. And if you don't give your body a reason to keep the muscle, the body just lets you go because it's too high maintenance. Cardio, Pilates, group body weight classes, they're great, but they're just movement. And your body, like they don't tell your body that you need to keep the muscle. And muscle is what makes fat loss easier. Body just burns calories just by maintaining the muscle. So without it, everything feels harder, like the normal day-to-day activities and fat loss including. Walking matters more than people think. It helps with fat loss as low aerobic activity is using stored fat as the main source of energy. For running, let's say, body uses carbohydrates, what you eat, what you actually fuel yourself in the morning for breakfast. You have some cereal or, I don't know, pancakes, some quick carbs, porridge, let's say. When you run, body uses carbs for energy, but when you walk, your body is using fat, the stored fat that you have on your body. Walking helps with stress and cortisol levels, and it helps the nervous system calm down. It's something you can actually do consistently every day. I have made a walking and fat loss starter pack where I describe that you don't have to walk like a do one hero session every like 3, 4 days. You just need to walk consistently every day. You can break it down to 20 minutes a day. Sorry, 2 walks by 20 minutes a day. So it's like 40 minutes a day, and that will be absolutely fine. But it's something that you can just do anywhere at home. You can walk on a walking pad, you can walk up and down the stairs, and you can walk outside, which is obviously more beneficial. And what I want you to understand that this approach isn't about fixing yourself. It's just about feeling better in your own body, more capable, being stronger, having more energy, and in general, just less noise around food because you need your body to work with you. So up to now, I've talked about what goes wrong. This part is what actually works. Not because it's clever, although it is a bit, but because it matches how real life works. Most advice asks you to do things perfectly, eat perfectly, certain amount of calories, work out perfectly, plan perfectly. Like you have to stick to certain workouts all the time, like doing workout 3 times a week on certain days, having certain rest days. But that's not real life, and this is why it all goes wrong eventually, and that's why you can't stick to the plan because you think you have to be perfect every week. So it's all about having a clear, practical plan for how to eat, how to move, and how to feel it all in your week, in your actual week. Just a simple structure that you can follow. I don't believe in fixing one thing and ignoring the rest. So food alone doesn't work, and I've tried that. And exercise alone is not going to get you the result at all. So my approach works because it looks at food, it looks at strength and real life together. So step one is real food, and this isn't dieting. It's making meals that actually keep you full. Protein at every meal matters because it slows hunger. It slows hunger down. But protein on its own isn't enough. Meals also need volume, proper food, fiber, stuff that actually you chew, like beans, vegetable, fruit, real food that fills the plate and makes it big. Not a lot of potatoes, but the volumed vegetables with protein and carbs and fats. Cutting out ultra-processed food is important because UPFs make you wanting more an hour later. Fewer snacks, more proper meals, so you're not thinking about food all day long. And yes, you still enjoy food. You can stick with this eating habit throughout your life, not just a calorie deficit or calorie maintenance phase. This is a lifestyle. This isn't just a diet phase. Once you learn how to eat and how to balance your meals properly, this is it. You sort it for life. And this is the bit a lot of women miss, especially as we get older, trying to move, walking, running, joining the local run clubs, doing fitness classes, but that's not a bad thing at all. But it just doesn't tell your body to keep the muscle. Training, strength training does. Challenging your muscles does. So you don't need to live in a gym. It's just 2 or 3 sessions a week is enough. You can do it at home as long as you have proper heavier weights, not the 1 or 2 kilogram dumbbells you would need to actually challenge your muscle. So just to tell your body, like we still need this muscle, so it will actually then use the calories to maintain that muscle and will keep your metabolism going. So that's why things feel easier when strength is in place, as I said before, with fat loss and in general with health. And real life. This is the part people don't usually think about. Not the food, not the workouts, but whether this actually works in your life. Because you can know all the right things, you can save all these posts on Instagram, and you can listen to workshops and podcasts and read books. But if it doesn't fit your work, kids, your tired evenings and your messy weeks, it just doesn't last. And that's why walking matters here. It's something that you can stick to every day because it's doable when life is busy, when all the unexpected things happening, you can still squeeze in a walk right before you go to bed. And same with sleep. Tired bodies don't change well. They just cope. And this all about doing things you can repeat and stay consistent doing so, but not following the same routine, not following the same perfect routine like week in, week out. It's just consistent week in. You can do let's say two strength sessions a week, and then the next week you do 3 sessions a week, and you don't have to follow it on the same day. You don't have to follow the same routine with I walk 5 times a week and I do strength session 2 times a week. It can change, but as long as you stay consistent with that training and you don't skip from different workouts, different walking, different eating. So at this point, you already understand what's happening next. I've given you my 3 steps and I have explained the mistakes. So you only really have 3 options. You can leave this and carry on as you are, or you can try and piece it together on your own, and some people do, and it usually takes a little bit longer and a bit more headspace, but they're actually getting there. Or you can have this applied properly to your life, so you're not constantly second guessing what to eat and how to train. So you've got the information, you know what's been getting in the way, and honestly, most people don't fail because they don't know enough. They fail because they're trying to hold all of this information in their head, the food, exercise, life, what to do when it goes wrong, what to eat when you're tired and exhausted. And this is where I come in. I help women apply this properly to their life. Food that actually keeps you full, strength that fits real weeks, a routine that doesn't fall apart when life gets busy. And if you want to talk to me, please message word offer. There's a workshop only option open for the next 24 hours. And now I'm open to your questions. Please unmute your mic and ask me anything, nutrition, fitness, program, or anything you like. Is anyone still here?
Yeah. Derry,
Back
I
on
know
stage.
you talked about the strength training and you said not to use 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms. What sort of weight would you kind of recommend to start off with, dumbbells wise?
So if you haven't done any strength training before, then yes, you do start with one or two. But as soon as you feel like it's getting too easy for you, you move on to the next one. And I wouldn't move to like four, I'd go straight up to five. But you just do less reps. So you see a lot on all these workouts, you get 3 sets of 15 reps. We don't want that for strength. Unless you want it to be a bodybuilder and have defined muscles, then yes, it's a different story. But if we're doing it for strength and for muscle maintenance, we want fewer reps, heavier weight. So don't go straight into 10 for each hand. Like I've had really bad shoulder pain for years and I couldn't even lift a tin of beans at some point. So I'm still on 5 kg. So it's completely personal, but you do need to challenge yourself. And this is what a lot of women, they just stick with the 2 kg for years. And this is when they don't see any progress at all.
Yeah, I've been using 5 kilogram weights, but I didn't know whether to do more reps as it felt more comfortable or go up in weight.
You'd better
Yeah,
go up in. It would be more beneficial to actually
yeah.
challenge that muscle and obviously growing the muscle. You're not going to become all bulky and muscly straight away, but you will challenge the muscle to grow and it will burn more energy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.